so welcome to Jax Does Homestuck. Today we're doing another Fanstuck episode. I am here with Feffy, who is the creator of Abodebound. Feffy, would you like to introduce yourself?
Like Jack said, I'm the writer of Abodebound and just like a general fandom dumbass.
Yeah, so you said you're the writer, so do you have someone else doing the art?
Oh, I'm also the artist.
Oh, okay. You made that specification, so I wasn't sure. Yeah, so how did you come up with the idea for Abodebound?
To be entirely honest, it was very impulsive. I was in the middle of rereading Homestuck after I played Hive Swap for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And it just like in the middle of Act 3 or 4, I was like, I'm gonna make a fan adventure. And that's literally it. It was it was so impulsive. It was just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, some of the best ideas come that way. We're just like, yeah, I'm doing this now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've been doing it. I think I saw on the timeline for your thing that you started in 2017. Is that right?
Late 2017.
Yeah. Okay, so it's been going on for a while now. It's really great. Like, I haven't read many fan adventures before, but I started yours, and there's like legit like flashes and animations and like little gifs and stuff like that, and it's really well done.
Thank you. I've been doing like themed animations and shit since I was like 13, so like I gotta put my skills to use in some way.
Yeah, so you've been in the Homestuck fandom for a while?
Oh yeah, since late 2010, early 2011.
Oh man, yeah. So that's been a bit.
Almost
the whole run.
Basically, God.
Yeah. Yeah, so I really like how Abodebound is set in the same universe. Like, it's not like a separate Esperb section or anything. Like, they find Rose's walkthrough, and I think that's a really neat idea that you had.
Oh, thank you. I literally I just want to like explore other sessions that could have happened in the canon Homestuck universe, since I find like the potential for like failed or successful games like, absolutely fascinating in the context of canon Homestuck.
Yeah, like obviously it was a game everyone knew about it. They were talking about it in the Game Bro magazine, so other people tried to play. So I mean, yeah, it can't be that the 4 kids were the only kids who were successful with it.
Exactly, like there's so much potential for other stories to take place in the Homestuck universe. Just so much there.
Yeah, no, that's one of the great things about Homestuck. I mentioned this in another episode, but someone called it a what do they call it? A literature sandbox or something. And it's so true. There's so like, here's this world, do what you want with it.
It's so amazing. I love the creativity that can spawn just from like Homestuck and Hive Swap and like other related media like Problem Sleuth and like etc.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's great. And I'm really getting excited that it's picking up pace. And we got one of the trolls. So you have all your trolls like laid out of who's going to be introduced and everything?
Yes, I do.
Yes. Yeah, it's great that because we have time shenanigans. Those are always fun.
Oh yeah, it's so much fun.
Yeah. Do you have like an outline for everything or like a time map or anything like that?
I have a basic outline in a document of what like certain acts are going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Right now I have of Act 2 linked, but Act 3 is like basically entirely blank, and then Act 4 is where shit starts picking up.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, that's neat. Yeah, I never know if people, because sometimes whenever I write things, sometimes it's like, yes, I have this all outlined, and sometimes it's like, I guess I'll do this next time.
For me, for a while with Abodebound, it was like that. I was just going off of users' suggested commands, like people Abodebound,
really?
just like up until like last update, it was like completely driven. So like readers would just send me commands, and I would just like be like, okay, so I guess this is what we're doing now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So That's really neat. I didn't know you were doing that. That really makes it. I mean, it's so funny. Like it has that good Homestuck humor, but its own humor and how they have the stereotypes for everything. Like I still really love Ruth or Alice, who is just who I was in high school if scene existed at the time.
Yeah, I used to for Ruth, I based her off of a kind of really mean blog I used to be a fan of back in like 2012 called Fuck This Scene Shit, and
Yeah.
it was really mean, but like it gave the basic outline for how I wanted Ruth to act and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. 'Cause, like she's so mean to everyone else, but she's so I mean, she's nice to I'm sorry, I literally just read all the names and now I forgot the names.
It's
Main
okay.
character.
She's nice to Izzy.
Yeah, she's nice to Izzy. And I mean, while calling Izzy a dumbass the whole time, which Izzy kind of is, and I love it. I love dumbass main characters.
Same, they're so much fun.
I know, because like you could do anything with them because it's like, why would they do this? Because they're a dumbass.
Why she wore a fucking melon vase as a hat.
Yes, because why not? Because she's the dumbass. Yeah, and I just love how she like cries at everything, and it's just fantastic. She's like, "I'm crying like a bitch. You did this to me."
Yeah, God, I love writing Izzy so much. She is so ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. I love Izzy so much, which is good because she's our introductory character. So it should be someone that you immediately like read and you're like, "Yeah, this is mine. This is my character now," and I love her forever.
Just like in an instant, this is my daughter. I would die for her.
Yes, yeah, and that was definitely my reaction with Izzy. She was great.
I'm so glad.
Yeah. But yeah, I love how in this, like all the like the four kids kind of hate each other in some ways, and they're not like all like good friends like it is for Homestuck. And that really adds like an interesting dynamic there.
I'm better at writing like shitty friendships than I am at like good friendships. So I just took the idea and ran with it.
Yeah. Yeah, so is that why our first troll is I mean, of course they're trolling, so cuz the trolls were like really upset or really mean with the Homesick kids at first. But your first one is like seriously just black flirting like all the time.
Oh yeah, really, I didn't plan on her being the troll introduced, but it just kind of worked out that way since she's kind of my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, got to show them first.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think you update on kind of like a random schedule, or do you have something more concrete?
I literally just update whenever I have like assets and whatever I need to update. Since making assets takes forever and I hate it.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. Like I'm reading it, I'm like, oh man, this must have taken like a while to actually like do. But it's great. It's so like classic Homestuck style. Um, it really just does feel set in the Homestuck universe.
Thank you. That's kind of what I was going for when I started writing it.
Yeah.
So, I just love the feeling of Homestuck and like the humor in it and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, if we didn't love it, we wouldn't be here, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, and I love the Guardians. How they have like those interesting relationships. I love the Jesus Science Ant.
Oh yeah. Oh boy. I've planned for the Guardians in like coming up, but I try to make them as fun as like the kids so that people can like attached and enjoy their interactions with each other and with the kids and stuff.
Yeah, because we actually get it from the Guardians' perspectives for a bit, which is different. So I really like that. That we get to see them freaking out over stuff instead of just kind of like shrug, I guess this is happening, mild confusion that kind of happens in Homestuck. This time they're like, oh, I guess we're dying.
It's something that I really wanted to explore with characters since again, we don't really get much of the Guardians in Homestuck, which is kind of sad since Dad Egbert is that man.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, we don't have, there's one of the Guardians we haven't seen yet, but the other ones have already just had like such interesting reactions, and we see Izzy's parents like actually beating up the imps, so that's cool.
I'm gonna have so much fun with the Guardians.
Yeah, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I also love the sprite, the Sleepy Frog.
Oh yeah, Froggo Sprite.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, what would happen if you just like threw a pillow into your sprite or something else ridiculous like that? It's like, well, now it's a sleepy, and then you turn off the lights and all the imps are asleep, and that's hilarious.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing for a majority of the sprites, other than so like, who knows what people might suggest to get prototyped.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be real exciting because I mean, just the Sleepy Frog so far has been great. So I can't imagine what some of the other ones are going to be like. I mean, we don't know what's his name, Fred, that well.
Fred.
Is or is Fred the dead one?
Fred's the dead one, and Lyle is the most recently introduced character.
Yes. Yeah. So we don't know Lyle that well, except he's a mood. Always like, I'm going to take a nap now. And just like crawling out from under his covers to grab his phone. Yeah. So, yeah, and having a dead character, I'm like, he's not really dead. Is he?
Absolutely dead. He is 100% dead.
He's 100% dead. And his aunt's just taking over. It's like, well, I guess I'm doing this now.
Oh. I have plans for Fred and Lyle, but like it's not gonna happen for Fred for a little while.
Yeah.
It's like, now we're going into Lyle's perspective, so
yeah,
for everybody to see how much of a fuckboy he is.
I'm excited. He seems great. I mean, they all seem great in their all different ways, and it's a fun group of characters.
Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying them.
Yeah, no, I breezed through that when I read it because I had seen you post about it obviously a bit, and I'm like, I need to read this, and it's just like on my list of 1,000,005 things I need to read. Especially like even just within the Homestuck fandom. But
mood.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. So you have a lot of big plans for it coming up?
Yeah, a lot.
Do you have any like part that you're super excited to get to?
I'm excited for all the kids to just be in the game since I want to explore like their class specs and their land quests and stuff like that.
Yeah, I really like that Izzy is a space player, which as soon as I saw she was on the Land of Frogs, I'm like, oh, space. So yeah, her place looks really neat. Do you think it's going to take as long for everyone to get in as it did in Homestuck?
No, definitely not.
Because I always forget how long it takes in Homestuck until like I'm reading it, and I'm like, what do you mean Jade isn't in here yet?
For Abodebound, I'm just like trying to speed through the initial process since Homestuck already covered like entering the medium and stuff like very thoroughly, so I don't feel like I need to cover it as thoroughly.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. Like especially they're working off a guide, so they know what's going on. There's no discovery period. So we can just get that out of the way and get to it.
Yeah, like they have Rose's walkthrough. They know the basics of like getting into the game and stuff, so it's not going to be a big deal for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
especially since they're like a couple hours into the apocalypse. Like,
yeah,
a good few hours after like the beta kids entered.
Yeah, so everyone's being destroyed left and right.
It's a bit more urgent than it was for the beta kids.
Yeah. Yeah, got to get in there quick. I also like that Izzy and Ruth have actually like met each other in person, and Ruth just like is a troll and leaves stuff where Izzy can't get to it.
Yeah, I kind of had the idea for them meeting IRL being like, Izzy her family has a lot of money, so she probably like invites her friends over and pays for like their plane tickets to her house and stuff so that she can visit and like
Oh, man.
In the friend group, she's the one who's friends with everybody. Everybody likes her, but they may not like her.
Yeah, it's great. I love that she's just like the dumbass center of everything, like dumbass with a heart of gold.
She's so great. I constantly cry over her.
Yeah, no, she's fantastic. I'm really looking forward to getting to know her more. And it's fitting that you cry over her because she cries over everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is fun. I love that about a character.
Same.
Yeah, like I love have you watched My Hero Academia?
I've read it.
You've read it? Okay, so you know that Deku just like cries. Like
Yeah.
Yes, and I love that. It's like this vulnerability thing that we don't get to see in a lot of characters.
Yeah, a lot of characters don't really like show their emotion as thoroughly as others do, but like I like exploring like a character's feelings and emotions and their thoughts and stuff like that, since it gives me more of a feel to write them in more detail and stuff.
Yeah. So would you say Izzy is your favorite character?
Hard
to pick your favorite child?
Yeah, literally. Izzy probably favorite, but like all of the characters I've made for Abodebound. Some more than others, obviously, but the majority of them are like very like tier for me.
Yeah. Yeah, they all seem fantastic in their own way. Yeah, and I'm really excited to see more of the trolls. I think I saw on your Twitter something about the Chinese zodiac trolls. Is that what your trolls are, or are they something else?
Yeah, my trolls are loosely based off of the Chinese zodiac, very, very loosely.
Well, that's neat. Kind of a different take on that. Let's see. So we have that. So no idea when the next update's coming. We just have to wait and see. And I'm in your Discord now, so I assume you'll update everyone on the Discord when you post another page.
I usually do, yeah.
Cool. Okay. Is there anything else about the project you want to talk about?
Really, no.
No, I think we covered it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this was just a quick introduction to you. So it's Abodebound on what is the website called?
MSPFA.
Yeah, MSPFA. So you can find it on there. It's pretty quick search. What's your Twitter handle?
Feff Sprites.
Okay, and I'll also include a link that for that in the description, and I'll also include a link for Abodebound. And on the Abodebound page, you can find a link to the Discord and get in there and talk about it, which is great. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to more of your story. Like, I'm like super invested in it now.
I look forward to whenever I manage to update it too.
Yeah, that's a mood. Okay, well, thank you for joining me. You can find more of my podcast at jdh.buzzsprout.com or Homestuck on like any app. I also have a website, jaxdoeshomestuck.com, and you can find links to like everything there. Like I said, I'll include links to Feffy stuff in the description, and I will see you guys next week.